He talked a good game, but former workers in February told us Classic Muscle founder Chris Nezer was collecting tens of thousands of dollars with no intentions of finishing car restorations.
Because I've never seen a finished product come out of there. He's just always talking about these people are so stupid, they have more money than they have sense.
After Nezer had been sentenced in Nashville to 51 months in prison in a fraud case that raked in hundreds of thousands of dollars, he opened a car restoration business called Classic Muscle, which went bankrupt and shut down. His workers told us the same thing was going on here, pointing to a warehouse filled with cars not being worked on for up to a year.
And why can't we just go down to the end of the block and see the backlog of cars down there? Why not?
Because it's not going to happen. That's why.
Seeing a Classic Muscle hustle coming, angry customers used police to try to get their cars back.
Every time we go in there, he says he needs money.
Each month, the horror stories piled up. $9,000 so far. Excuse every time. $15,000 was mine. Shop is locked. Over $12,000 so far. Not telling the truth and stalling. 9 months after our first report, the classic tussle at Classic Muscle is over. Here it is. They moved to this building at 7th and Commerce, then vanished. The only thing tougher than car restoration is bank account restoration.
I'm out in total at this point about $52,000.
Mike Wheatley invested in car restoration as a father and son bonding project. Instead, he had to bond with an attorney who fired off a letter.
So if our client doesn't basically get his money back in his car, we're going to take you to court. And then I found out soon thereafter that apparently a few days after that, the FBI raided the place and he went on the run.
They was leading me on. They was telling me that they can't get it done. Just give them a little more time.
Paul Daniels says he's out $14,000.
So we took a record truck as we done had enough and towed both vehicles away.
What can you do about it? It seems like nobody could do anything about it.
It does seem that way.
The Better Business Bureau says we all have to become investigative reporters when considering expenditures like this.
It's hard. You know, you don't think to, when you're getting your car restored, to check everything out, to really have to dig and research and dig and check people's names and company names because it can change all the time.
In the final few days before Classic Muscle vanished September 1st, owners reported 3 cars stolen. 2 of them mysteriously turned up missing just before the owners showed up demanding their money and their cars back. The FBI responds to our inquiries each time with the same line. The FBI cannot comment on ongoing investigations. The only comments we can get are from duped customers.
You go into this not thinking it's going to be a crook that you're working with. And you go into it with good faith, you write the checks, and then, you know, the money's gone and you're left holding the bag.
The BBB has Classic Muscle rated at a D-. The customers wonder how bad it has to be to get an F. John Boel, WAVE 3 News.